BBC News with Eileen McHugh. The head of the Israeli military has said its ground operation has begun in southern Gaza following the breakdown of a week-long truce. A BBC correspondent in the region has said the presence of Israeli tanks and troops to the east and north of Khan Yunis suggests they may attempt to force Hamas fighters further south. The US military says 3 commercial vessels operating in international waters in the southern Red Sea have been struck by drones or missiles fired by Houthi rebels in Yemen. It said its warship, the USS Carney, shot down 3 drones launched from Houthi-controlled areas. The authorities in Tanzania say at least 47 people have died in severe floods and landslides in the north of the country. A regional commissioner said 85 others had been injured. A respected Swedish think tank has said total revenues for the world's biggest arms companies fell by 3.5% last year, despite Russia's invasion of Ukraine. The Stockholm International Peace Research Institute said this was largely due to backlogs in fulfilling earlier orders. Iraqi security sources say an airstrike has killed 5 members of an Iran-backed Iraqi armed group north of the city of Kirkuk. The Islamic Resistance in Iraq, a loose grouping of armed groups, was hit while preparing to launch a projectile at US forces. French prosecutors say a man accused of a deadly attack on tourists in central Paris on Saturday had pledged allegiance to the Islamic State group. And the Gold Coast in Australia's eastern state of Queensland has pulled out of bidding to host the Commonwealth Games in 2026. It had offered a $700 million bid to hold the Games jointly with Perth, but failed to win government support. That's the latest from BBC World News.